So before we get started, do you love that Umbrella Guy can't get enough videos? Well, make sure you sub to the channel. Hit that bell for daily notifications. Go all in there. Do you love that Umbrella Guy and want to help out the channel in different ways? Well, there are links in the description. These will allow you to back the channel in different ways and to send a message as well. This, for example, the case of The Littlest Umbrella, is our initial foray into comic books. It is escapism. It has no message in the pages, but it existing says something. It says we can defy gatekeepers. It's in demand right now. We're working on it. If you want to hear more about that, yeah, stay tuned to the end of the video. So hey there. So today we are returning to that wonderful world of conventions to talk about gatekeeping and to talk about banning people over, well, things that happen on the internet and then lying about it and trying to make yourself look great. Now, it's been interesting to see some of the people that have been involved in some of these types of actions too. Take Shane Holmberg here, talking to a convention. Now, you'll notice something about Shane. Shane is actually the con runner. So really, this is the guy talking to himself. Isn't that weird by itself? The guy going out, talking about banning someone. And then, well, when you find out why, yeah, stay tuned. So here, we had to, unfortunately, ban someone today. What in the world made him think this was a VicCon? You notice he put that in there, a VicCon. No, just no. Yep, stand for something. There are things worth more than money. Easy to say out there when you've used a movement to essentially kickstart your own convention, something that you couldn't do for the longest time, and well, you're using it to gatekeep money out. Also, there have been other statements there, like, I am the chairman of the con. On behalf of the con, let me say this clearly. F professionalism. Don't harass voice actors. What he said, don't harass guests. Now that makes it sound like someone has been harassing guests. Terrible thing, right? Except that's not the reality. In fact, if you read some of this stuff, you read how it comes together, this is a convention being utilized as a platform to attack people, to attack stands, to attack folks all the time. This guy not only bought tickets to the show, but then merchandise from guests, paying for the enemies to attend. Brilliant. So this guy, he went out, he actually bought a ticket from something. He went out, bought merchandise, he did all of these things there. And then people booted him out in the aftermath. Like I said, sounds like he did something wrong there, right? Well, when you start looking at all of the stuff about him, and you start looking at what he talked about, he makes a few things clear. One of those, for example, is that he didn't get a refund, that people were following him around. And when I paid for autograph after autograph and waited till I was near a door to say anything, clearly still they wanted that money. So, again, they let him spend money inside. They let him go around from table to table, but they found him doing something terrible. I mean, wonder what it was. Well, let's see this. So, the guy was kicked for the way he treated voice actors months ago on Facebook. Wait a minute. You're telling me that you allowed a guy into a convention, you allowed him to go around to spend money after spending money to get in, and then you booted him in the aftermath. You think that that is, number one, the way that you want to present your convention, but number two, you think that that is an actual legal way of comporting yourself. Now, I was looking at the stuff that this was involved with, and you may actually recognize this. This was from Anime Dallas, and the amazing thing about it is that the person he's supposedly harassing, I would like you to make it perfectly clear that this guy's to not come anywhere near us. He should be able to come to a con, enjoy the show, support who he chooses to support, but after this situation, he isn't welcome around us, period. In fact, there were quite a few exchanges. You can see the name Don Hill brought up in this. You know what you were doing and what you were applying when you went on the post about Monica, a victim of and constant harassment online. You are a big tough guy, right? Adding the soy stuff in there. Are you sure there wasn't an agenda? There will be consequences if you try to. So, there are going to be consequences, and it looks like somebody decided to go and carry those out. Why is this guy invited to a con, by the way? Again, I believe I covered this before, but let me do it again because you obviously missed it. I don't care what you wear to a convention because the guy says here that he's going to wear a shirt to it. He's going to do all of this stuff here. I don't care which voice actors you like. All I care about is making sure you're crystal clear in the understanding that I am well aware we live in Texas, and that if you try to intimidate, harass, or offend Monica in any way, there will be consequences. Besides that, I would want you to have fun, enjoy the show, and be respectful. Weird how all of this stuff works out. Again, Anime Dallas here, and talking about all of that fun time. Now, when I'm looking at all of this craziness, again, I've been looking at a convention site. I'm looking at what they talk about here and the way that they're trying to build themselves. They're trying to build themselves as, well, we are anti-harassment platform. We go out, we have consent, and well, you know what things we also stand against? We stand against people that have problems with us having specific types of panels. This is a sales ploy. That's all that was. And it's been a vehicle for people to showcase their bias. It's absolutely amazing to see a convention utilized this way, too. And like I said, you can see that in certain statements. When you see the convention, and this guy basically pointing out that, hey, this being a VicCon, again, what made it a VicCon for that guy? Oh, yeah, he decided he would say something about it. He actually had a shirt with him, and apparently certain person out there didn't like that as well. In fact, said that they wanted to punch him, the con runner, but again, won't give the guy his money back and took money from him as well. This guy is absolutely getting dogpiled for this stuff, too. You'll notice a lot of voices that, well, you may recognize in this as they pile on and continue to attack a person that paid to go to a convention. This person, they not only paid to go to that convention, they weren't doing anything wrong in it. And again, they were allowed inside, despite the fact that you're being told here they were banned without ever being told they were banned. I mean, when we're talking about dogpiling, this is because of what the convention owner is doing to this person online. I mean, can you believe that? Everything from them being attacked as a terrible human being, them being attacked as part of fandom, to them even, hey, right here, you got a fake girlfriend here who had to hire some girl to play his girlfriend. I mean, that's to that level. People are just piling on this dude because, you know, professionalism. And, well, there are some things more important than that. You know, like showing somebody what kind of person you truly are. You see other people out there, too, involved in this. I'm amazed when I see, you know, people that actually have fandoms and people who've complained about not having money join in this. When I see, dude, are you really crying about $15? You know, because that wasn't your $15. Then being told about, hey, you can refuse business to anyone, you know, let's see how that goes. And then saying, hey, you know, when the guy says, instead of PayPaling me that $15 there, how about you send me an autograph? You know, because you said you'd make that, right? I'd shut up for that, you know, because I'm a fan of yours. Nah, dude, you're not the kind of person that I would want as a fan. This is the kind of stuff that you get for dealing with that convention. Is that what you want? Is this truly what people want going forward from conventions? Because I have to say, if this is the face of something out there, it's not the face of anything that I would want to do business with. But that's your money. You decide with that. So why don't you tell me what you think about this? Leave me your comments. Again, like this kind of content, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Love that umbrella guy. You want to help out? Well, there are things like this in the description description. This is the case of the littlest umbrella. This is our foray into comic books and defying gatekeepers, and there are plenty of them out there. We talk about them all the time, too. And yeah, we have 2 comic books associated with this. Just roll down through it. The first one, first tier here, you're talking about 3 stories involved with that. If you look at the other comic book as well, that has something that talks about what happened in comics, and it's all ages. We're not trying to preach at you. We're not trying to take away escapism. The comic existing in it of itself, that is a message. It's in demand. Like I said, we're working on that, so when it's done, it's done. Leave me your comments, pro and con this. Maybe you think that's totally fair, the way that played out. Maybe you'd like to be treated like that. I'm not sure. Let me know. And ending this, I want to thank you for showing up. I want to thank you for participating in this endeavor. You know, hey, you go out for stuff that you did 3 months ago for some random thing. I'm not going to boot you off here. You know, you'd actually have to do something terrible. These people, they don't believe that. They think that they can gatekeep you, and they can gatekeep you just because of bias. Anyway, remind them, vote with your wallet and vote with your time. So thank you for voting for this right now. Appreciate that, and we'll do this again soon.